How to avoid buyer's remorse. No doubt everyone has experienced it in one way or another. Even the more experienced property investors feel it sometimes when they purchase. It can even come to you when buying a car, buying a tennis racket, a dress, or paying for some form of accommodation. There are different levels of buyer's remorse. Purchasing a $300 tennis racket would be seen as a low-scaled level of buyer's remorse, as it's likely you can comfortably cover the cost without too much strain on your livelihood. If you plan to purchase an investment property valued at $650,000, this will be viewed to be the highest scale level of buyer's remorse. The fact you need to borrow a large sum of money requires a large commitment to repay it. The strain on your livelihood would also be much higher. It requires your attention each month and would obviously reduce your personal cash flow. You will be incredibly satisfied and proud of your property investment, but at first you may encounter second thoughts and stress a little on the risks rather than the actual rewards. Here are a few ways to avoid the feelings of buyer's remorse. Don't read into everything you see on the internet. We'll have great access to the internet. The World Wide Web has an abundance of content, some of it very useful, but some of it can be quite inaccurate. More importantly, the information doesn't take into account your personal circumstances. By implementing an idea you read online, you can sometimes make matters for yourself worse. Buying property online can also be very confusing. Portals like realestate.com and Domain are very well known in the public, but buying a property without advice or guidance will place you solely responsible. Seeking advice from a buyer's advocate will help relieve the feeling of buyer's remorse and ensure you buy the right property. Remember why you're buying. Spending a large sum of money will place some doubt within your decision. No one wants to lose their hard-earned money. Always remember why you are buying and how much you're spending. Don't deviate from your goals, objectives, or budget. Once you've signed the contract, write down a list of things that appeal to you, regardless if it's a home to occupy or invest. Acknowledge the positives will help dramatically reduce the feeling of buyer's remorse. Don't be shy, ask questions. This might be super obvious, but many buyers don't ask the right questions, or enough for that matter. Obtaining answers about the property will help you understand and appreciate the opportunity. If you are aware of the advantages and disadvantages, this will settle your nerves and allow you to weigh up what is right for you. It's like one of the most effective ways to reduce the feeling of buyer's remorse. Some questions that are helpful are: how old is the property? How much are the council rates or water rates? Are the windows double glazed? Is the property within a school zone? What's the price? There are just a few examples. You'll be surprised how much information you gain from asking what you may seem simple questions. The more information you have, the more decisive you'll be and the less likely of feeling buyer's remorse. A property can be bought and sold. What do we mean by a property can be bought and sold? Many intend to buy a property and hold long term. This is often the case, but there are many reasons why someone may sell it earlier. One of those may be that the property or the location isn't what you thought it was. I'm glad to inform you that buying a property can be sold. If it isn't performing the way you expected or you don't like the community, you can place it back on the market and buy somewhere else. Knowing the fact you can sell it at any time will definitely reduce the stress of you having that buyer's remorse. In summary, what should I do to reduce my feelings of the buyer's remorse? Well, buying a property is a rewarding experience. Before buying, do your due diligence and seek advice from someone. At Crest Property Investments, we source brand new and off-the-plan properties for buyers, being investors or owner-occupiers. If you'd like to learn more about buying, we would welcome the opportunity to support you through your buying journey. It is in our best interest to source something that suits your requirements and budget. Having this support will most definitely allow you to reduce the feeling of buyer's remorse. If you'd like to visit our services and learn a little bit more about what we do, please feel free to visit our website at www.crestproperty.net.au. Best of luck.